What's going on, YouTube? Ferocity here. Hope you guys are doing well. The failure that is Activision continues to be on full display early this week, as reports out of Australia and New Zealand show that the players in that region have not been able to connect to the servers in that region recently. All the servers don't really seem to be working, and instead these players are being forced to connect to Asian servers, which is giving them pings of over 100. And if you complain about the servers when your ping is 60 or below, can you imagine how bad the game would feel when your ping is 100? Yeah, not very good. Now, of course, in classic Activision fashion, they're not saying anything about this. They're not talking about it. They're not acknowledging it. Why would they? Why would they ever admit to wrongdoing? Why would they ever come out and say, we made a mistake? Nope. Instead, what's going to happen is this will all be brushed under the rug, and I'm sure they'll have a new bundle to try to push this community so that they can recoup the costs of maintaining their servers. Because heaven forbid they actually just try to do right by this community ever. It's not going to happen. And this server issue further highlights the abusive relationship that Call of Duty is promoting between themselves and their community. We sit here and we criticize these tactics time and time again, and yet they never change. They never take any real responsibility for them. They just want to continuously promote revenue at every single turn. Try to get you to sink every dime you can into this game. Meanwhile, they don't do it on their end. They don't hold up their end of the bargain. And I know this might sound like I'm overreacting just because these players are halfway across the world from me. But I'll tell you this, you think it starts with servers in the Australia-New Zealand region? What happens when it moves into Europe? What happens when the same outages appear for players in the US, for players in North America? Do you know how frustrating it'll be to live in the center of the continent and to all of a sudden realize that, oh, I'm connecting to servers in South America because the servers have blacked out here. And this is the problem. People need to talk about this. They need to be critical of Activision. Otherwise, these types of outages will continue to occur. And it doesn't matter how long it takes them to fix it. The fact they happen in the first place with no communication about them happening is the problem. And let's say the servers aren't out. Let's just say that players are connecting to Asian servers because the entire network sucks. That shows us a bigger issue for Call of Duty and its current state of their servers. Means they're awful, bad, unusable. And this has been a problem for years now. Think about Packet Burst. How long has that been in Call of Duty? Last 5 years? Nothing's been done to mitigate it. Nothing has been done to improve it. And it's constantly becoming more and more of a problem. One of the biggest reasons why I stopped playing MW3 was because the connection in that game was so bad. And then with Black Ops 6, was it improved in any way, shape, or form? Of course not. Desync everywhere. Packet burst everywhere. Problems with just overall server performance everywhere. So even though this problem doesn't exist necessarily yet in North America or Europe, it definitely could. And the server performance as it stands right now is already below standard. It's already bad. And for a company that has 4,000 developers and has all of these resources, whether it's developers or just money in general, it's inexcusable that the overall server experience that we have right now is where it is. And it's shocking that other games are better. It's shocking that other games continue to strive to improve. I always look at XDefiant. That game's had its issues with its netcode, 100%. But they've always been honest and open about it. They've always talked about it. When have you heard a peep from Activision? Never. And I even went to Twitter hoping, maybe praying, that Call of Duty updates or Matt Scarce or somebody would talk about the issues that are persisting for our Australian and New Zealand friends. But no, of course not. Everyone's crickets out there. Because that would mean that they'd actually have to take some responsibility for this issue. That'd mean that they'd have to own up to failing the community, which they'll never do. Even their response to cheaters has been lackluster at best. And well, we'll touch on that tomorrow. But I am just sick and tired of seeing these issues continue to persist. Meanwhile, I guarantee you this. This is 100% going to happen. There are players right now in Australia, in New Zealand, that are connecting to these Asian servers. And you know what? Whatever. Their experience might be worse off because of it. It definitely is. But they'll still go to the store and buy bundles, buy the Black Cell Battle Pass, buy the Battle Pass in general, because they have no self-respect. They don't realize that every single time they spend money, they're incentivizing this nonsense. This is happening because we pour thousands of dollars every single hour into this franchise. For what? An abusive relationship, a poor result, bad performances, servers that straight up don't work. All of this is being incentivized by you because you open up your wallet and you say, Daddy Activision, give me more, please. I need more of this Activision, please. I'm sick of it, and you should be too. But nothing changes until we change. You don't want to see these server outages reach Europe, reach North America, reach South America? Stop opening your wallet for this game. Stop opening your wallet for this franchise. Stop incentivizing this abusive relationship. All you're doing is making things worse, not better. So that's the lesson today. Stop buying the microtransactions. It's that simple. You want to see a better game? We have all the power to do that. All the power is on our side, and yet we're too weak not to buy the shark skin because it's memeable. We're too weak not to buy the brand new Black Cell Battle Pass because we need all of our effects to be shiny orange for some odd reason. You have all the power, and I really wish that this player base understood that. If we actually united for any point in time, we'd be able to make some serious change, make some serious headway, demand better. But we don't, because I'll be labeled as a hater for saying that Call of Duty should at least talk about the fact that a server in a very highly populated geographic region isn't working and is forcing players to connect to a server thousands of kilometers away, probably more like hundreds, but still, nonetheless. It's not like Singapore and Australia are close. You can't get there by car. You have to fly. It's not even on the same continent, for crying out loud. But of course, we're all just haters. We just want to see Call of Duty fail. It's too bad that all of you would rather see Call of Duty fail by continuing to incentivize this nonsense. Because I'm watching the death of Call of Duty before my very eyes. The amount of players that aren't playing this franchise now, that are putting the game away because of stuff like this consistently happening. But I guess, you just need that new bundle. You just need that Black Cell Battle Pass, eh? Don't want to listen to somebody on the internet telling you that you deserve better, that you should have higher standards for your money. Anyways, I guess that's the rant. I really hope that the server performance improves for our friends over in Australia and New Zealand, and that they actually can connect to the ones that are in their geographic region. But time will tell. And time will tell if they come out and say anything about it. I doubt they will. Because this is Activision after all, and transparency is such a foreign concept to them that I'm sure they'd rather just sit back, cackle at the thought of us being unable to play the game as we intended, as we bought, and move on from it. Forget about it, guys. There's going to be a new scandal in a couple days that we all lose our minds about that they won't talk about either. So that's kind of it on this one. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. And yeah, that's it for the video today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please hit that like button if you did. And if you want to see more videos from me, please hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.